His Excellency Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka, the organizers of this event, led by the foundation, the leaders who are here, are members of the diplomatic corps, wananchi wazalendo. Good afternoon. God is good and all the time. Thank you. You see, the government spokesperson has already spoken on behalf of us all. And so not to run into those moments where we contradict each other, I'll try as much as possible to be just very brief. I look at the program. I was supposed to have been here in the morning. I want to apologize. I think there was a breakdown in the communication, so I want to apologize. But I would really have loved to have been here during the panel discussion so that we engage more and I get to field some of questions. The government spokesperson, you, one thing that you did not say, it is true, but there's some statements which I cannot confirm, and neither can I deny. However, one particular commonality that I know around that time was that we were young in the ODM movement during that many years ago. I don't know how many they are now. But I can also confirm that there was an opportunity to nominate some young people, and I was ahead of you on the nomination list to Parliament, but I think Baba loved you most and preferred you, and that's how I missed being in Parliament. So you should have said that. So you must always thank Baba because he went ahead, for reason which I think he knew, but probably it was a better decision that he made because he knew we can always wait and get an opportunity. So I just want to take very few minutes from my subsector, which is MSME development, and just also offer some few insights on the theme, transforming a nation. I just saw something there, transforming a nation. For me, it's about transforming our pockets. I look at it from, we are not just transforming a nation, we are transforming our pockets. We want to see how we can put money in our pockets because that's the most biting challenge that we have as a nation, as a continent, and probably as the world. The reason why, for the first time, we are having renewed focus and attention on the MSME sector is because we have come to realize that the most biting challenge which we have, the challenge of young people, the unemployment of our young people, given that we are a young nation in terms of population, can only be solved if we enable that sector to grow, to expand, and to create jobs. I come from the precinct that with a potential workforce of 20 million Kenyans, only 3.5 million are engaged formally, are in formal employment. Out of 3.5 million Kenyans, only less than 1 million, between 950 to 1 million there, are in civil service. 2.5 million are in private sector. To me, what does that means to us and to the government and to the people of Kenya is that we have no space left in the civil service to create formal jobs. The only space we have is in the private sector. How do we crowd in our population, especially at the bottom of the economic pyramid, into the MSME space and therefore expand the private sector to create for us those jobs that we are yearning for our young people? That's why am here as the founding PS for this subsector, the micro, small, and medium enterprise development, to make sure that when you wake up in the morning, we have to bring all actors on board. And when we say all actors, I came in here when people are talking about Tanga government. It's not a Tanga government, it's a Kenyan government. It's a Kenyan government that is promoting and championing the interest of the Kenyan people, which bears on economic prosperity, economic development. So what are we doing in that space? For the first time since independence, we now have a home where we can coordinate the sector. And I must applaud the various players in the sector, development partners, private sector. There's quite a lot that has been happening. Unfortunately, all of us have been operating in silos. I know since independence, a lot of funding has gone to try and promote entrepreneurship, the culture of entrepreneurship among Kenyans. But the challenge is everybody does their own space, so we keep on, duplicating efforts. And when you duplicate efforts, there's not so much results and impact that we can see. So we are there to coordinate that sector of MSME to make sure that we can leverage on all resources from all actors. And in these actors includes even those who are in opposition. Because I have never seen, and because I was in opposition one time, still our rallying call in opposition, in ODM, was how do we promote economic development among our people. So time has come where all leaders have to come on table, and I'm happy that this forum has also invited the chair, the co-chair of the dialogue which we are having. And I think as we invite them, what the Kenyan people, what I want as a key player now in the MSME subsector will want to see is to see to it that all our conversation are geared towards creating opportunities for our young people, for our women, and for the people of this country, who majority of them are at the bottom of the economic pyramid. My second point is that there is no corner of this country that has no economic value. There is absolutely no corner. And if you had any doubt, the most significant outcome of corona pandemic was that if you give individuals, even indigenous people, an opportunity to come up with solution, they will come up with solution. That's why if you look at Africa, some parts of Africa were not heavily affected or critically affected compared even